neighbors, guys and gals. I just got loaded in Taylor, Michigan, which is not too far outside of Detroit. And I've got a load going down to Liberty, Missouri, which is just north of Kansas City. Delivers in the morning, which is Friday morning. I'll be there tonight. This will take me within about 250 miles of my house, so I'll use this as my going home load. I've only been out, I don't know, about 10 days, 10, 11 days or so, so I'll just take off a few days and get my van serviced while I'm in. I've already, by the time I get there, I'll already put 5,000 miles on it this week, so or over the last 10 days, however long it is. And do my laundry. I was looking for a place to do laundry last night. The truck stop where I spent the night, they did not. It was kind of small, and they don't have a laundry. And I usually have about 10 days worth of laundry, clothes with me, clean clothes, before I have to do laundry. So if I'm out longer than that, I have to do laundry out on the road, which is not a big deal. Funny story about doing laundry out on the road. And I had seen Alan do a video, I don't know, several days ago, where he had mentioned something about being ready, you know, when you get a call that you've got a load, you know, that you need to be ready to roll within 15 minutes or so, preferably. And usually I am. Once in a while, if you know, I might be 20 minutes from getting all my stuff gathered up, but usually I can roll pretty fast. But anyway, back to my story about the laundry.
In 1/4 mile,
I don't remember.
Right Telegraph Road.
Sorry about that. Mary Lou's yelling at me here. Woo! Railroad tracks, noisy. I don't remember what state I was in. I want to say Indiana. I don't know why. I feel like that might have been where I was. And it was
Turn right at the traffic light.
It was in the evening time, and I was in the truck stop doing laundry. I had all my clothes in the washer, and they were just about done washing. I was about ready to put them in the dryer, and our nighttime dispatch guy, Mike, he called me, and he said, "Man, I got a hot load," and it was going down to Georgia, I think. And he said, but it's got to pick up, you know, within the next, I don't know what he said, 30 minutes, 45 minutes or whatever. And I was probably that far from it. I said, okay, I can handle it. And so I grabbed all my clothes out of the washer.
Continue on Telegraph Road.
I grabbed all of my clothes out of the washer, and I wet, and I threw them in my laundry bag, and tossed them in the van with me, and and down the road I went, and I didn't dry them until I got to Georgia. So I washed them in Indiana, and I dried them in Georgia, and that's just expediting for you. I was just tickled that they were, you know, practically done washing, so I didn't have to take them out all full of suds. But anyway, that's just one little story, things that can happen. You know, I think the question I get asked more than anything by folks who aren't necessarily interested in doing this or anything like that, just, you know, like friends and family and people that you know, don't know anything about this industry, which is most people. I mean, a lot of people have a little bit of familiarity with, you know, the regular trucking world. I mean, they know You know, they know you're hauling orange juice and TVs and, you know, whatever. But this van expediting, you know, most people don't even know it exists, right? Anyway, so the question that I probably get the most from, you know, like I say, friends and family, is what do you haul? And that's a legitimate, fair question. What do you haul? Because it seems odd to folks that you can stay busy hauling freight across the country in a van, you know, in a smaller vehicle like that. And you know, usually my answer is it's pretty vague, right? Because as you guys know, there's so many things that we haul. You know, I'll say it can be anything from a circuit board to a diesel motor, you know. But anyway, so I'm including a few pictures of my loads over the last couple of weeks, just to kind of give folks a general idea, without putting any details, right? So here they are.
Baby, if you've ever wondered whatever became of me, I'm living on the air in Cincinnati, WKRP. Got kind of tired of packing and unpacking, town to town and up and down the dial. Maybe you and me were never meant to be. Just maybe.
So there are a few of the loads that I've hauled over the last couple of weeks. Pretty basic stuff, pretty basic freight. Every now and then you haul something that's more unusual. A few examples I can give you of things that I've hauled that I consider a little more unusual are I hauled movie equipment for a couple of times, actually. Once for a documentary group for the Discovery Channel. There was, I think, like 5 or 6 of these folks they were young folks, and they were working for the Discovery Channel shooting documentaries. And I met them on 5th Avenue I believe it was 5th Avenue, or right off of 5th Avenue in New York City. And they had all of their movie shooting equipment upstairs in this big hotel, and I had to park on the street because there wasn't any place really to park. Parked on the street while they all kind of took turns and made a train hauling all that equipment down from upstairs. And when I say all that equipment, I mean it was road cases that filled up the back of my Sprinter van from front to back, from floor to ceiling. I mean, we had to stack it in there like puzzle pieces. Thank goodness when we first started loading it, we really paid attention and didn't just kind of toss it in there, or it wouldn't have all fit. And anyway, so we got all of that loaded in, and then they were all flying to Chicago that night, and I was driving from New York to Chicago. And we got there, they got there just a little bit before I did, and of course they had to wait around for their plane and all that, but So I drove all night, and we unloaded that equipment right downtown on Michigan Avenue, out onto the sidewalk for them. Anyway, that was kind of interesting. I got to visit with a couple of them for quite a while, and I thought that was pretty interesting. And now I can't remember what the second. There was 2 movie crews I've hauled for, and I can't remember now what the other one. I can't remember the details about the other one. But anyway, I thought that was pretty cool. I got to haul the front stage music equipment, meaning mainly guitars, instruments, things like that, pedal boards, for the band Air Supply. And I know a lot of you that are younger may not even know who Air Supply is, but they were a pretty popular band back in the 80s, and did soft rock and stuff, and they're really kind of a duo. But anyway, they are now relegated to playing casinos, things like that. I was still kind of starstruck and excited to get to do that. I didn't get to speak with them. I saw them, but I didn't get to speak with them. But anyway, so I got to do that, haul their stuff from one gig to another. I thought that was pretty cool. I've hauled airplane parts. I've hauled race car parts, Formula One parts, things like that. I kind of like hauling the airplane parts. I can't remember where I used to pick them up at, but I used to pick up small like Cessna parts and take them down to Central Florida, and down to the Space Coast. There's a place down there that works on them. Plane parts are pretty neat because they don't weigh anything. Doesn't matter how big it is, it's pretty light, And same way with race car parts. I've hauled wings for prototype wings for race cars, and I can't even remember. I've hauled seats for airplanes, wing parts, all that kind of stuff. Anyway, that's just a few that come to mind. So any of you guys that do this for a living, what's some of the things that you've hauled that are unusual, or that you think are unusual? That kind of stuff really breaks up the monotony, and it's kind of fun to get to haul something unusual every now and then. So anyway, I'd like to hear what you guys have hauled that you thought was pretty cool.